XRP just broke $3, but that might only be the beginning. Rumors are swirling about a massive SEC announcement. BlackRock could be preparing something huge, and price discovery might be just days away. If you're watching from the sidelines, now might be your last chance before XRP enters a completely new league. Hey guys, welcome back to Whiteboard Crypto Update. In today's video, we will talk about XRP future. So be sure to stay focused, as you surely don't want to miss out on this. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads. Please remember this is not a financial advice video. Let's dive straight into what's been stirring the XRP community. There's increasing chatter pointing toward a potential announcement from the SEC that could mark the end of the long-standing Ripple case. Yes, this week. Now, if that actually happens, we're talking about a huge wave of momentum for XRP. To understand the significance, let's look at where XRP stands right now. Over the past 7 days, the token has soared more than 28%. In just the last 24 hours, it's climbed over 55%, and on the hourly chart, it's showing solid gains, up around 1.5%. Compare that to its low point back on June 22nd, and what we're seeing now is nothing short of a powerful comeback. XRP touched the $3 mark today, putting it nearly 60% up from that June low. This isn't just a temporary spike. This is the start of something far bigger. We're not even close to reaching the true peak, and this is why the idea of hitting all-time highs in the coming days no longer sounds like a fantasy. It's quickly becoming a legitimate possibility. Momentum is real, and so are the rumors. Here's what's fueling the excitement even more: the Genius Act. This legislation aims to modernize the U.S. payment system, reinforce the U.S. dollar's position globally, and ramp up demand for U.S. treasuries. And when you start connecting the dots, especially with XRP's known utility in fast, low-cost cross-border transactions, it's hard not to see how XRP could benefit from this financial evolution. Let's not forget what Trump said recently, how simply appearing on TV can send the markets into a frenzy. Say what you want about the guy, but we've seen it time and time again. His words have weight, especially in volatile spaces like crypto. If he or any major political figure references crypto positively during this so-called crypto week, the ripple effect, pun intended, could be massive. But that's not all. There's another giant looming in the background: BlackRock. Their spot Bitcoin ETF has now become their most profitable ETF, according to Bloomberg. Think about that. If their Bitcoin ETF is crushing it, don't you think they've got their eyes on XRP as the next big opportunity? With rumors floating that a BlackRock XRP ETF might be filed soon, this could serve as a massive catalyst. If BlackRock enters the XRP space, that's not just momentum, that's a tidal wave. Big institutions tend to move the needle like no one else. And if multiple major entities start lining up behind XRP, we could witness a run not just past previous highs, but into completely uncharted territory, what's called price discovery. Once we break through those historical barriers, it's hard to predict where XRP will land. That's when things can accelerate at a pace even seasoned investors struggle to keep up with. Now, for those of you sitting on the sidelines wondering if you're too late to invest in XRP, don't fall into that mindset. Yes, we've seen a solid upward move, and yes, the token is getting more expensive by the day. But based on the current momentum and what's potentially around the corner, the real breakout might still be ahead of us. Think of the past month as the engine warming up. What's coming next could be the high-speed acceleration phase. Many of the macroeconomic challenges from earlier this year have started to settle down. Inflation is no longer dominating headlines, and the regulatory landscape is starting to take shape. That's why this could be XRP's moment to shine. Now, let's address something that came up in the comments recently. Someone pointed out that XRP was showing red on the 1-hour chart and suggested it might be a bad time to get in. But here's the thing. Charts tell different stories depending on the time frame you're looking at. Zooming in too close can distort the bigger picture. Sure, the hourly chart may have been down temporarily, but step back and you'll see a different narrative. 5.5% up over 24 hours, 28% over the week, 36% over the past 14 days, nearly 40% over the month, and a staggering 467% increase year to date. That's not weakness. That's strength. And it suggests we're not at the end of a rally. We're at the beginning of one. Everything is aligning. Potential legal clarity, institutional interest, stronger market fundamentals, and increasing public awareness. Add to that the likelihood of ETF-related filings, especially from giants like BlackRock, and it becomes harder and harder to deny that XRP might be stepping into a whole new era. In short, if you've been waiting for a signal, this might be it. There's no guarantee in the world of crypto, but right now, XRP is checking every box. The energy around it is building, and if all these developments come together as expected, all-time highs may not just be a hopeful dream, they could become a headline this week. What are your thoughts on XRP? Get involved, and let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.